Yeah.
KVUE political reporter Ashley Godot is here. And Ashley, lawmakers are calling for action, but it seems actually passing policy is much harder to do.
Mike and Guida, politics and guns seem to go hand in hand in Texas, and political experts say that's because lawmakers are reflecting the electorate, and the people of Texas want their guns.
President Donald Trump Monday denouncing the shooting attacks in El Paso and Dayton.
Our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are calling for change, and it's not the first time. After the shooting at Santa Fe High School outside Houston, lawmakers looked for solutions. During the state's legislative session, those solutions took the form of hardening schools and offering more resources for mental health. Some say it wasn't enough. They wanted gun reform or red flag laws. Ross Ramsey, executive editor and co-founder of the Texas Tribune, says lawmakers are answering to voters.
The politicians in Texas are just afraid to step into this part of the mythology without a really clear signal from voters that it's time to draw a line.
Glenn Smith, senior advisor of Progress Texas, thinks there are also other forces at play.
The NRA and other gun lobbyists have exploited that sort of natural affinity to the wild or the Old West here in Texas and elsewhere. And they've leveraged lawmakers with their money and their political support to stand with them no matter what.
Reasons aside, the reality is,
look, there's really just not a bipartisan consensus, particularly as it relates to gun control right now. And I think before anything big happens, there's going to be a considerable amount of debate.
All three of the experts we talked with say as a country, we will just have to see if these shootings were enough to move the conversation about guns in America.
Now, on a national level, many are calling on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to call members back from their summer recess to vote on a universal background check bill that already passed the House. But keep in mind, back in February, the president threatened to veto 2 background check bills. He today suggested packaging gun reform legislation with immigration reform, comments that angered many Democrats.